kicking things off. We're a little bit late, but here we are nonetheless. I'm just doing some last minute setups here and leaving the camera pointed at this what is that, a triple sitting at the gate? I think it's a triple. So bear with me here while I just do a few last minute things. Hope you guys are all doing well. As I say, everything's well and busy here out at the airport. We have a break in the weather, which is really nice, actually. We've had some pretty bad weather over the last week or so, and hopefully this bad weather is behind us. That's what I'm sure hoping. And as I say, today it's really quite nice. The sun's out. The sun's just come out. The rain stopped around 10 o'clock this morning. So it gave us a good opportunity to come out here and basically have our show. We haven't been here in a while. So last week we got rained out. And as I said, just doing some final setups here. Hoping you're all doing well. What time is it here? It's about 10 after 10. Here in Vancouver right now. So we should be here for the next 3 hours, something like that. We're on runway 08 today, actually. So I had to traipse through a bit of mud to get going on, getting to the location here. But as I say, the weather is looking pretty good. So let me just open up our chat. So make sure that it's visible. Bear with me here, guys. I'm going to my channel so I can view the chat and formally welcome you guys. Okay. There we are. What else have we got at the gate here? There's Zip Air heading to Tokyo, of course. So yeah, I'd like to welcome you guys. Hello, Martin Davidson, you're number 1, and One Avgeek Girl number 2, Carveneer number 3, Gary Suha number 4, Becky Davies number 5. So welcome to the top 5, first 5 people here on the show this morning. We are at Vancouver International Airport, and we are streaming live. My name is Henry Tenby. This is the JetFlix channel, and this is our first arrival of the day, Q400, touching down on runway 08. Nice landing. Good way to start the show. Air Canada Jazz rolling out quite nicely for us. Excellent. It's good to be back. It's really good to be back. As I say, last week we definitely got rained out, and in the ensuing 7 days we had lots of rain, lots of bad weather. And I'm really, really grateful that today we're here and the weather gods are cooperating and we're able to lay the show on for you guys and spend some time together here. Oh, there's Iceland Air at the back ramp there. Looking forward to it. Hello, Venkman. Good to see you. Jeff Ross, John Bowden, and Lee Davies. Good to see you here as well. Tony Parkinson. Congratulations, Tony. Member for 18 months. Good evening to you, watching our show in the UK. And Lee Davies, congratulations to you, Lee. 10 months. Fantastic. 10 months for JetFlix Premium. So, as you can see, we've got some brightness. The sun is actually poking through the clouds, and we are set up in our usual location on the north side. Hello, Hans Olaf Mork, nice to see you. And Bruce, nice to see you as well, Bruce. Chris Scapoo, nice to see you. Have I missed anybody? I don't think so. Brooke McDonough, thank you for being here, Brooke. Having a good day? Yeah, I sure am, because the weather is good. It's actually pretty warm here. I think it might be double digits. So that's awesome. And we got some congratulations in order for Tony Parkinson. Hi, Tony. 18 months, a year and a half. Wow. Yeah, so congratulations, Tony. JetFlix Premium for 18 months and Lee for 10. So, yeah, you guys, thanks again. Really appreciate that. Rain says, hope we catch the 747-400. I'm not sure what time it's doing. It might be within our time frame today, just because we're 1 hour late. We waited for the weather to clear. So if Lufthansa is coming in around 1 o'clock, that might work well for us to catch the arrival of that flight. So we've got a taxiing out WestJet 37, a baby 37 there. I don't know if you guys can hear the frogs chirping in the background. That looks nice, actually. The short and stubby Boeing. Yeah, we've got a lot of water around. I think you can hear the frogs. They're nice. I like them. Definitely, I like them. I love frogs. They're just neat animals, and they're very docile. They don't make problems. They're neat to look at. They're very slow, lumbering, kind of like the 747-400. Yeah. Well, I'm just looking at our flight radar to see what's next on approach, and it looks like we've got a Jazz, but it might be going inbound from Winnipeg. That's Jazz flight 7793, but it might be going to the south side, so we'll just have to have a look at that. We'll have to monitor that. Air North 37 taxiing out. 08 right departures today, and 08 left on the arrivals. So yeah, Air North probably heading to Whitehorse, their usual stomping grounds. And Hans Olaf Mork says, I celebrated my birthday on the 8th of March. Well, congratulations. Happy birthday. Sorry we weren't here on the day, Hans, but yes, happy birthday. And Carvanir Sharma gives us the heads up. It's 12:40 arrival on the Lufthansa, so yeah, we're going to hope to catch that. That should be awesome. Thank you very much for that heads up, Carvanir. That's excellent. That's good news that the Lufty will be presenting on our show. That's terrific. So let me just do a formal welcome to everybody right now. Why not? Why not? Why not? Okay. This is my mic, just like on the Ed Sullivan Show. I'm connected, so sometimes it catches things. I'd like to welcome you all to the show. My name is Henry Tenby. This is the YVR live stream. You're watching on the JetFlix channel. We're just after 10 o'clock on the north side here at Vancouver International Airport in Vancouver, BC, Canada. We usually stream 9 a.m. Pacific time, Thursdays here at YVR. And we've had some very bad weather over the last 2 months, actually. I was away for a little bit, but we were with rain, daily rains, very little let up for weeks on end. So we have a break in the skies, we've got a clearance, and here we are. So we're going to be here for the next 3 hours, thereabouts, streaming and hanging out with each other, enjoying the spotting here at YVR. So, temperature is double digits. I'm layered up. I've got my layers, so not too cold at all. And we don't have any of that nasty wind with very low temps, so there's not an issue with cold fingers or anything like that. So it's really, really comfortable. Don't have rain to contend with at this point. Hopefully we won't. The weather forecast was that the rain would stop around 10, which it did, and supposed to be dry
through the remainder of the day, with actually increasing warmer temperatures. That's what I heard on the radio this morning. So we're on runway 08s. Could change, you never know. This is YVR. As you guys know, we've been on 08s for the last several months with very little let up. We had one show a couple weeks ago where we were on the south side, but that was the only south side show probably in about 4 or 5 months now. So yeah, we've been on 08s for months on end. I guess maybe they have had 2-6 ops on the rainy days that I'm unaware of, but for our shows anyhow, it's been north side 08 ops. So welcome to the show, everybody. I just wanted to formally welcome everybody to the show. And Venkman, congratulations, Venkman. Venkman has been a JetFlix premium member for 12 months. Fantastic. Appreciate all the help, especially for our moderators that are here with us today. I'd like to thank all of you for being here. And I do hear something powering out there. That's the west. Maybe let's have a look. No, that's Air North. That's Air North climbing into the stratus. Let's see if they hit a cloud base. No, they're good. They're golden. They're golden. So right here at the gate, we've got. This is the north side, U.S. and international departures. We got another Boeing rolling. Boeing rolling right there. Baby Boeing of WestJet. Yeah. And here comes our flying pencil. This is a regular aircraft movement here at YVR. The Metroliner. It's a cargo bird, and often lands about now. So, Gary Sue, a member for 12 months. Congratulations, Gary. Thank you so much. Gary's matching Venkman on the 1-year anniversary. 2 of our mods in style. Excellent. Thank you, guys. And we have another inbound at SkyWest Delta inbound from Seattle, lining up right now here on runway 08 left. Let's bring the camera around and get a radar lock on. There we are. Frogs are happy. Frogs are happy with the proceedings. First Embraer movement of the day. Decent rollout. I wish... it's always nice when they roll out, but it's nice when they make the early taxiway as well. They do the 180 for us. This aircraft's taxiing long down to the end there, to the distant runway. Hello, Map 47, joining us from Richmond, BC. It's a nice day. Thank you so much, Map 47. Map 47 is here in Richmond, BC, so fellow Canadian spotter. Always nice to have our fellow Canadians with us. That's awesome. Fantastic. Wow, yeah, no, it's... Oh, it looks like we got a heavy on approach. Yeah, we do. A different one. This is China Southern Cargo, inbound from Pudong Airport, Shanghai. This is different. Let's move the camera around. They have been here in years past, but I guess they're just operating a cargo flight. So business is good. Business is good. Bring it on. If it involves Asian heavies, we're happy to have them. Nice. Very nice. China Southern on our show today. Inbound from Pudong Airport, Shanghai. Cargo machine setting up on Vancouver's runway 08 left. Should be a nice landing for us. Don't think we've had these guys on our show. So, China Southern, welcome to the YVR live show. Beautiful, beautiful. Beautiful smackdown too, with nice smoke. Beautifully done. Wow. Wow. Oh, this is nice. Beautiful stuff. China Southern arrives in style at YVR. Congratulations to the pilots for such a beautiful landing. They are posers. They are posers. As I say, China Southern Cargo has operated cargo services on a, I guess you'd call it a scheduled basis into Vancouver. In the past, they may be back. Maybe they've added Vancouver again to their cargo network, which would be awesome. And as I say, they're certainly very welcome here in Vancouver. I'm sure Canada is very happy to do as much business and trade as possible with China. The winds of time have changed for the good. That's awesome. I'm so happy to see stuff. It's probably all those Alibaba orders coming into Canada now. Very, very nice. Very nice. Beautiful. Keeping the spoilers up there. What was their airtime, actually? Let's have a look. Not sure. I'll check that out here in just a sec for us. I'm guessing it's probably a healthy 9.5 hours. $10 hours, actually, believe it or not. These guys were airborne. They were in the air for 10 hours and 12 minutes from Pudong to Vancouver. I can't remember the last time I saw a China Southern triple. It might be when I did my North Korea trip, and my last trip to North Korea in 2015. I did spent some time plane spotting at Beijing Capital Airport. And that's probably the last time I've seen one of these aircraft. I've laid eyes on one of them. So yeah, North Korea 2015 trip. So nice to see them. I don't know, maybe you guys see them all the time in Vancouver and I've just missed them, but definitely, for me, a new movement here at Vancouver International. We got a WestJet landing rolling out right now, but I want to keep the camera on our China Southern. Actually, it's an Air Canada Max. Let's see where these guys actually park. Yeah, fantastic. Great movement for us. Really nice movement. China Southern Cargo 777. I think it's a 200 freighter. As I say, it's probably bringing in the Alibaba orders. As I say, I'm just really happy that whatever the case, they've got enough business to bring this airplane to Vancouver. And that's a lot of cargo. That's a lot of inbound cargo, many tons of main deck palletized cargo coming in. And obviously, 6 months ago, this wasn't happening. So that is just fantastic. Super fantastic to see this machine. Actually, and we're lucky too, it's a broad daylight arrival. So that it's not like they're coming in at 3 o'clock in the morning and outbound at 7 a.m. So this made my day, actually. I wonder if they're going to park in the usual parking spot where Korean Air Cargo usually parks. We're going to see. I don't know if they're going to go Southside Johnny around to the Purolator
and cargo jet ramp, or they're going to take... we're going to find out here in just a second where they're going to park this machine. Let's get the Reggie. Let's get the Reggie. There you go. Bravo 20 Echo November. Yeah, it looks like they're going to park in the Korean Airlines cargo pad, you know, kind of just a little right there, basically. I'll just make the turn, do a 180 and call it a day. Yeah, I think that's it. Perfect. Perfect. Good stuff. Yeah. Wonderful. And the window seat is joining us from sunny Toronto. Welcome to the show, window seat. It's my favorite place on the aircraft. That is nice. Nice stuff. There we go. There's the they got people on the ramp there waiting to accept the aircraft onto stand. I remember my first trip to China would have been in the mid-90s when I was doing my trips to Cathay Airport. And I would take the train, or yeah, I think it was the train we took to Canton, Guangzhou for spotting at Canton Airport. And of course, these guys were big in Canton, Guangzhou Airport, mid-90s. Yeah, he's going to make the turn. He's going to do essentially a 180 and position himself onto the ramp there. Someone has to chop down this tree. I need to bring my gardening pruners next time I'm here. It is within close distance, but it's a bit thick for the handheld pruners. Wow, this was just nice. There they are. Parking nicely. Yeah, they're in Korean Airlines spot. So I guess if the Korean flight from Guadalajara comes in today, it'll park to the starboard side of this aircraft. Nice to see the Canadian flag there in the background. We need to have more of those. Nice. Beautiful. Yeah, yowzers. Okay, what's our next arrival? Another Delta SkyWest connection from Salt Lake City, Utah. Let's go get the Salt Lake arrival. There it is. Inbound from Salt Lake City. Baby Embraer. Nice landing. Gentle nose contact. And the airspeed is bled away. But she's not going to be making an early taxiway. Nicely done, nonetheless. Oh yeah, well, at least, I mean, she didn't go full nosebleeds all the way out to the Canadian or the Air Canada hangar. So yeah, kudos, nice stuff. Hello, William Russ. Welcome to the show, William. Nice to see you here. William says, considering coming to Hanoi for a show. There's a fine parade of arrivals and departures with good viewing locations. Yes. Hanoi. Where would you stay? Hello, Smurfy999. William, is it a hotel location that you would use in Hanoi? Or is it standing in a rice field? Tell more. Very interesting to hear about that. I've been to both Hanoi and Ho Chi Chi Minh City. I mean, Saigon. It's a bit confusing, right?
Canada Max. Yeah, these are going to be painted, well, probably. Yeah, Saigon, I'm sorry guys, Saigon equals Ho Chi Minh City. Saigon equals Ho Chi Minh City. Hanoi is the capital. And I've been to both. One's in the south, one's in the north. It's about a 2.5-hour flight between the two. Hello, Jeff and Mass 1. Welcome to the show. Yes, bring rubber boots to stand in rice fields. We actually need rubber boots right here at Vancouver. Right at this location. It took me about an extra 10 minutes to hike here because it was major mud pad city. A lot of vehicles are driving up here now and turning the place into a mud zone. I think they should ban vehicles from coming to where I'm standing right now. It's just, I guess these off-roader knuckleheads are coming up here with their vehicles and making a grand mess of things. I'll show it to you. I'll show you guys what the deal is. So I just didn't want to be ankle deep in mud with all my gear. And we've had rain and rain and rain for the last week, so the ground is totally saturated. Okay, they're going to do the offload. They're going to start the offload on our China Southern, so let's watch them open the cargo door. Just positioning the air stairs. William Russ says, I go to the rooftop pool of a hotel at Hanoi. Yes, that hotel, I think we were at that hotel that you're talking about, William. It is the, I'm trying to remember the name of it. It's the Ibis. It's the Ibis, that's right. That's right, yeah, the Ibis Hotel. We also stayed, one Avgeek girl and I stayed at the Ibis. The same Ibis Hotel there at Hanoi, and it was good. It was there was a fellow spotter there as well that we saw, an English fellow. We had a good chat with him. And yeah, it's a nice view for sure. The pool's very nice, and it's a great, very, very relaxed place to hang out. I've been to that location. Lots of Vietjet movements, of course. But yeah, it was nice. I think we went up there for an hour or so after breakfast. And it does repeat, though, because I say lots of Vietjets and, of course, Vietnam Airlines. But I'd say 3/4 of the movements are Vietjet. Air Canada busting a move. 777-200. Let's wait for that. We can wait for the aircraft to present itself. Usually presents around the hotel right there. Right about there. It's the climb out. Gear up. Yep. 777-200ER. You can hear the Mother Nature here with me. Yeah, lots happening here on the field. Down too much. We got a lander actually, very quickly. I don't want to miss the action. It's an Air Canada Max. Nice stuff. bloody mayhem there with the wobbling wingtips. Water being jet blasted off the runway surface there. Kind of neat. During the radio's on, let's have a look here.
Canada 207. 784 is on the visual. RNAV 8 left, we're slow on final. 784 Vancouver Tower, good morning, number 2, phone dash 82 miles final, winds 130, 10 gusting 15, clear to land, runway 08 left. Clear to land 08 left, United 784.
There you go, United cleared to land on the inbound.
Jazz 842 ground, runway 08 right, altimeter 2965, taxi by Tango, hold short mic. Tango, hold short mic,
Got a weak radio. Yeah, Jazz inbound from Victoria, or it's actually WestJet inbound from Victoria. So not too bad. Hello, Andy Zhao. Nice to see you, Andy. Welcome to the show. Flying back home tomorrow. Awesome. Well, we're wishing you a good flight, Andy. Where's your routing, Andy? From where to where? Venkman says we got 3 AC heavies arriving. Those are Enerjet, as they call themselves, inbound from Victoria. Him. Good action. Awesome action for us. Come on, Air Canada. Read back.
Good morning. 3186 heavy ground, pushback, start your discretion.
Okay, let's go get her. This is United from San Francisco. Right here. Nice landing from Frisco. Well done, United. Beautiful. Okay, camera tripod's just a little bit out of kilter here. Let's just do a level on that. Tad level. Something like that. Better. I think that's better. Somebody, I missed, hang on one second, guys. The Avro liner would be parked on the south side right now, so we're doing a north side show. And the Avro liner would be parked on the ramp at the South Terminal. So we don't usually get to see the Avro liner when we're doing a north side show unless it's actually flying. And that can happen. But yeah, we won't actually see it, you know, in front of our view and boarding passengers, etc. So this was 064 inbound from Seoul. Inbound from Seoul. Lots happening. Busy ramps, guys. We got Air India pushing for Delhi. And we've got Air Canada 105 inbound from Toronto, which is 787 Dreamliner. Quite a bit happening. Busy field, busy field. Just the way we like it. Holy moly. Hello, Python. United has over 1,000 aircraft in its fleet. It's a massive carrier, of course. Absolutely. Unbelievable. 1,000 airplanes. Wow. Hello, Truth Provider. Yes, I had a great time in the Netherlands. Very true. Truth Provider. And Andy's flying from Heathrow to Vancouver. Wonderful. Excellent stuff. Wishing you an excellent flight, Andy.
Air Canada 064, give way to the company 320, joining Mike Cat Sierra. We have a flight, Air Canada 064.
Disconnecting here. What? We need 3 cameras on the field because we got our heavy inbound. Air Canada 105. We're going to go film the 105 inbound right now. Toronto. See if I can get a radar lock on. Yes. There it is. I'll do my best to follow it in nicely for you guys. That's nice. It was crabbed, and the pilot kicked it out of the crabbed situation there. You could see it come out of crabbed. Those of you that are pilots will know what I'm talking about.
Air Canada 105 tower, exit Mike 5, stay with me.
That's him. Let's go back to Air India. Right here. What's happening with Air India? Wonder if they're going to start to taxi. Not just yet. They're going to have to wait. Yeah, a lot of stuff happening here on the field. It's a busy, busy morning. Heavies galore. Our next heavy is from Montreal. It's Air Canada 303, and it is setting up on finals right now. Yeah, great wing flex on the 7.8s. Let's go get our 303 from Montreal on the inbound. We'll do a zoom in on it, get our radar lock on. We've got radar lock on. A little bit of wing rock. Nice. That's cool. Very cool. flap movements there. I like that. Air India. The journey has started to India. Lucky Devils.
Air Canada 303, caution jet blast line company, taxi via Mike, Juliet, and Juliet Bravo to the
So busy. Yeah, it is taking a while to get the Air Canada aircraft repainted into the new colors. And welcome Giant Coin Stacks from the UK. Are you a coin collector? Do we have a numismatist in the house? Numismatists are always welcome on the show. Wow. It was a flurry of heavy action. You know, it's nice to see. Very refreshing. Very refreshing. Toothpaste, yes. Andy will be on toothpaste tomorrow. Fair enough. Fair enough, Andy. Okay, we got a Q400 setting up right now. Short finals. There it is. Pasco's coming in after this, Pacific Coastal. Really good action. Really good action. Holy moly. And here comes our Air Canada from Montreal, trundling along. It left Montreal 4 hours and 54 minutes ago. This aircraft. The light is actually really quite perfect for our live stream. It's not full-on sun, so you don't get the blown-out backgrounds with heavy shadowing. It's just perfect. The temperature's perfect as well. Super comfortable. Not thirsty, not hot. Fingers not cold. It's really ideal. Oh, the battery is collapsing, so we've got to do we had a rapid battery collapse on the battery. No problem. We're just going to do a battery change here, guys. So I'm going to do a countdown as I normally do, and we'll get the battery changed for us. So just give me 1 second. Let's do it now. We're not going to miss too much. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're doing a battery change. I will be back in just about a few seconds. Hang on a second, guys. Hang on. Or my audio. So we're back. Cables are in nicely.
Onto runway 31 and Lima 6. Hi, SO Delta onto 31 Lima.
Back in black.
609 ground runway 0.
I love this new colors on the Air Canada. Okay, and here's our Pacific Coastal is landing right now. Pasco, as they call themselves on the radio. Right there, Beach 1900. That's a D model. Stretched upper deck. It'll taxi around to the south terminal, and that's where the Avroliners park. Came in on the north side. That's him.
You got it.
It's him on the radio.
Sorry, 073 now. Sorry, 073 taxi Alpha Romeo to the...
Cute little airplane. Yeah, you guys can hear the radio radar dropouts. That's just part of the furniture here. You can hear the boop, boop, boop. That's just the rotating beacon inside the radar, and it does cause a interference. That little drop. That's it.
Monitor tower 187.
Never a shortage of things to point the camera at, actually. We can wait for that A320 to clear right about there, and then we can zoom in on it. There it is. Right there.
WestJet 609, traffic's a caravan on Alpha Romeo, they're opposite direction. They'll be working the way towards Millionaire, reference you.
Okay. Let's come back to terra firma. Gate 72, probably a U.S. departure on the 320. Let's have a look at our flight radar. We've got another heavy 777-200 inbound from Toronto. Air Canada 2189. It'll be here in 5 minutes. So, yes, it's just a great pleasure for me to be here with you guys, hanging out, relaxing, chilling, watching the plane spotting. So some of you might know, but I'll just repeat it. My day job really is running a bunch of aviation-related businesses that are catering to aviation fans. I operate JetFlix TV, which is the world's largest all-aviation streaming service. Founded in 2016, so that's www.jetflix.tv. And I'm also a collector and auctioneer of aircraft slides. So my website, airlineslides.com, is the world's first and largest aircraft slide auction website. We have over 200,000 listings at present. We usually have about 30,000 listings a month of aircraft slides. So yes, airlineslides.com. I founded that in 1999. So check it out. Check it out. Airlineslides.com. Of course, I publish books. Publish aviation books. So I've got a book to show you, and I'll show you guys that in a bit. But yes, streaming hanging out at the airport is my passion, and I just love being here. And spending the time here, getting to chat with you guys is awesome. One Geek Girl has posted the link to my slide auction website into the chat, airlineslides.com. Thank you so much, One Geek Girl, for doing that. So yes, Airline Slides I launched that in 1999. And as I say, we have over 200,000 listings. It's the world's largest aircraft slide auction website. And of course, it was the first. It was the first. We have a large aircraft, Air India, starting its takeoff roll on the south side. They are rolling for Delhi. We'll do the follow-out. We'll wait for it to present. Oh, and Zip is pushing back. We're going to wait for it to present right about there. And we'll do our standard procedure follow-out on the Air India. As soon as it presents, right about there. Gear up. And there she goes. Next stop, India. Okay, and Zip Air. Next stop, Japan. Zip Air is pushing for Tokyo. Hello, Paula. Welcome to the show, Paula. Nice to see you.
Escort 528 trainer ground, proceed Delta Hotel, Hotel Victor.
Just started an evening work shift and can relax. Terrific. That is terrific. Sunny here in Vancouver today. We have our first break in the weather in quite a while, so it's good to be here with all of you. Good to be here with all of you. And hello, Steel C. Welcome to the show. And Sue Major. Missed you guys. Sue and Steel.
1599, just outside the south,
We got a heavy on approach. Air Canada 2189. 777-200. 777-200. Inbound from... Where's it inbound from? I think it's inbound from Toronto. Yes, Toronto. Let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's get it. Right about there. 777-200. We'll pounce on it here. Wow. Wow. Vapor being condensed off the runway surface there. Blown off the runway from the reverse thrust. A lot of redirected air out of the engines.
528 trainer ground, front to ground, 12715.
That was nice. That was a very nice landing. I quite liked it.
Juliet, Charlie for the apron, and that's stay with you or Canada 2189. You got it. Ground 52 on heavy, request 52 on heavy, ground runway 08 right, altimeter 2965.
Don't need my gloves today because it's actually quite warm.
Victor, full short hotel.
Yeah, so this is a 777-200. There are only 6 in the Air Canada fleet, believe it or not. Only 6 of these aircraft.
Confirmed hotel.
They have 19 777-300s by comparison, so...
Escort 528 trainer ground, proceed by a hotel, Mike 10, full short runway 08 left.
Kind of neat. So our next arrival is from Atlanta. It's a WestJet. Flight 1599. It's getting a little bit closer, 737-800. So my camera went a little bit off kilter, so I'm going to see if I can... Well, once this zip taxis away, I'll try to level it a bit. It's a little bit off kilter. Zip is starting the journey. Hello, Henair. Welcome to the show, Henair. Nice to see you here. Just for a lark, I checked the airfares on Zip Air from here to Tokyo because I just wanted to see what they were. I was wondering how cheap they were. And for like 2 weeks from now, pretty much their flights for the next few days are sold out. But you know they're available. 2 weeks from now. You're looking at about $500 one way, $500 to $600 one way from Vancouver to Tokyo. In their economy cabin, but if you want a lay flat seat right up there in the business class, it's $1,800 one way, which I think is pretty good. It's pretty good. $1,800 one way for lay flat business class. Canadian dollars. We're talking Canadian dollars here, guys. That's about $1,200 US. It's a bargain.
it's a bargain for lay flat business class, Vancouver to Tokyo. That is good value. I don't think you're going to get many flights out of the United States on any airline in business class transoceanic. So I'm talking, 7-hour flight duration for $1,200 US. So I think Zip Air is offering a very, very good value on that. This is our Toronto arrival, Air Canada. Which is the cheapest airline, Vancouver to Heathrow? Probably Air Canada, I'm going to say. I mean, there's no. We don't have charter airlines anymore on that market. In years past, there used to be charter flights from Vancouver to the UK, but they're a thing of the past.
Air Canada 2189 affirmative. If you see Mars, can you see from there if you've got marshals at 47?
And you could try Iceland Air as well. Iceland Air might have a deal via Iceland.
221, contact southbound 1217.
Maybe that's an idea, is to check Iceland Air.
Heavy ground, taxi Victor, cross runway 13.
Yeah, I agree with one Avgeek girl. British Airways and Air Canada are the only options. Of course, we nothing wrong with BA, but we just prefer Air Canada here in Canada. That's all. Very patriotic.
We have the triple inside, so Juliet Charlie, Kilo Victor, short hotel.
As I say, no more charter airlines. Hello, Ilya Frolov. Welcome to the show, Ilya Frolov.
47 Air Canada, 200 knots.
Well, our Zip Air is gently making its way to the departure runway. On the other side was our next arrival. Looks like a CRJ. Yeah, from Kamloops, actually. I'd like to be on that Zip Air, actually, heading to Tokyo. That would be great. It's a quick flight, 7 hours. Jeff in Mass, does AC have an online store? I believe they do, Jeff. I believe they do. It's Air Canada Boutique. So I think if you were to Google Air Canada Boutique, you would find the Air Canada online store. We've got an Air Canada Max coming out of the Horseshoe. Right there.
Jet272 bound taxi Lima, cross runway 13, Lima 6. Lima cross 13 and Lima 6, Jet272. Delta Hotel Juliet, indicate your discretion.
Lots of airplanes taxiing about, making their way, trundling along down to the button of runway 08, right for departure. And you guys can hear the frogs chirping in agreement.
Tippy 2-1 ground, Lima 4 is approved, and contact tower 1187, ready to go. 218.
Can you guys hear the frogs? They're chirping up a storm. You know what? I think I'm going to present my book. Why not? Why not? Why not? Let me just grab my book, plug my book. I'll give it a promotional mention here.
Why not, eh? Okay, so here it is. This is my latest book. It is called From Lodestars to Jets. 288 pages, hardcover. It's the history of Trans-Canada Airlines between 1943 and 1964. It is the memoirs of Clayton Glenn. He was one of the early employees of Trans-Canada Airlines, and he was involved in the engineering and aircraft selection of all the great types that TCA operated, from the 1940s through the jet age, basically, 1964, my year of birth. So it's a great book. The stories that are in this book, many of them have never been told before regarding the history of aviation, airlines, and Trans-Canada Airlines. So there's a lot of good stuff in here. The book is there's almost 500 pictures in here. Look at that. Great shot of a Lodestar. But I'm going to try to show it to you. Vanguard. Great Vanguard action. Look at it. Yeah, these are all Vanguard photos. It's all a lot of color photos, hundreds and hundreds of pictures. Many of these never before seen that trace the history of Trans-Canada Airlines during its formative years. So I am confident that you will like this book. You'll enjoy this book if you're interested in Canadian airline history and the good old days of air travel. And I also can state that this is the most comprehensive history on Trans-Canada Airlines that has ever been published in the annals of aviation. So there you have it, From Lodestars to Jets. You can order it from my website, henrytenby.com. Just head over to henrytenby.com. You can order the book, and it's pretty much available all over the planet. So if you live on planet Earth, you can get one of these and have it delivered to you pretty quick. We don't have any mail strikes in Canada happening, so hip hip hooray. That's good news. Yes, do consider purchasing my book. I think you'd enjoy it. So that's it. Until next time, I'll promote the book next time as well. So thank you guys for your patience while I plugged my book. That is always appreciated. You guys putting up with my promotional efforts. But why not, right? The video is, this becomes a video which is in perpetuity on YouTube, so I'm able to get some PR boost for my stuff. Let me just level the camera tripod just a tad. I think that's a bit better. That's a bit better. Okay, we've got the CRJ getting a bit closer now, so I think we're going to bring the camera around to get this CRJ. It's inbound from Kamloops. It's an Air Canada CRJ. And let's see if I can zoom in and get a radar lock on. There it is. Can you hear the birds chirping nicely? Oh, the ocean is beautiful in the background. It's reminding me of Japan. Oh, wow. Nice CRJ landing. The tripod's gone out of kilter, so we'll try that.
Jazz 55 is clear, Mike 5 going to gate 41.
Jazz 55, go taxi via Mike Juliet, gate 41.
Juliet, gate 41, Jazz 55 today.
Thank you very much, One Av Geek Girl, for posting the link in the chat for the book. I appreciate it.
528 trainer, Roger, thank you.
If you live in Canada, we ship to Book Canada Post. We also have books in the United States that can be shipped as well. So fast shipping in the US and Canada. Of course, we can ship airmail anywhere in the world as well. So just depends how you want your book. But certainly all orders in North America are shipped by quick delivery. We've got a little bit of heat distortion. That's because the weather's a bit warmer. So you can see the heat distortion there. Just following the airplane nice as best I can. And there's Icelandair in the background, operating the Reykjavik. Or is it Keflavik? I think it's Reykjavik service. Rek or Kef? They should have a T-shirt. Icelandair should have a T-shirt made. Rek or Kef. They serve both. Hello, Colin. Welcome to the show. Thanks for being here. Colin Dunn, joining us from Edinburgh, Scotland. Hope you're doing well this evening, Colin.
Canada 108, taxi via Kilo Victor, hold short hotel, contact southbound 1217.
Kilo Victor, hold short hotel, or Canada 108.
Where's this guy going? Oh, he's waiting for this Delta Sky West to clear that ramp area. That's what that was all about, I think. Yeah, I think he can now taxi with purpose. Exactly. So I guess the CRJ is heading to Southside Johnny. Yeah, we've gone full sun. The clouds have essentially dissipated. We don't have the cloud cover that we had, and the temp is increasing. I have layers, so I mean, it won't be profuse heat, not like sweating buckets, but definitely warmer. As soon as that sun comes out, you definitely feel it. There's a gentle breeze, very gentle breeze. But we are in full sun at this moment, which is so nice to see here in Vancouver. I definitely will not complain about that.
Down Air Canada 108, Victor, short hotel. Canada 108 ground, taxi Victor, cross runway 13, Lima 6. Okay, Victor, cross 13, Lima 6, Air Canada 108.
Can you hear that sound, that harmonic on the CRJ? Our home is only about 3 kilometers as the crow flies from where I'm standing. At night, when it's very, very quiet.
1317 Vancouver Tower, that's morning. Number 2, following a Q400, 1 mile final.
From inside our house, you can hear that harmonic, if you listen carefully. Doesn't bother me in the least.
3691, contact southbound 1217.
Doesn't bother me in the least. Yeah. It's true. I mean, it takes me half an hour sometimes with traffic, really bad, to get back home. But it can also take 10 minutes. So that's how it is. Okay, we got a Q400 landing. There it is. Not a bad landing. Air Canada Jazz, or Expresses they call themselves now.
Nice stuff. Thank you, Paul. Much appreciate that. Yeah, well, as I say, it's nice to see you here, Colin. I think you might be new on the stream, so always nice to see a new face. That's right, Flybe in the UK had a large fleet of Q400s. I remember seeing them pre-pandemic at London City Airport. Boy, they had so many movements out of London City. Flybe. And then, yeah, they're gone. They're history. Oh, gotta be quick. Joining us from South Africa, I think. Nice to see you, Lady Di. Hope you're doing well. I'm not sure what time it is for you, but this evening, I'm guessing. And hello, AJ. See, the sun's come out, so we've gotten backlit, but it is what it is. Because it is absolutely full-on blue skies. We have no cloud, so we're fully backlit. But I will take the backlit over rain. This is the nicest weather we've had in a very long time. Very, very nice weather.
Jet 154 ground, taxi, hotel, and Lima to neighbor. Hotel Lima to neighbor. Escort 541 plus 1 ground. Escort 541 plus 1 ground. Proceed Delta 3 into the infield, your discretion. And hold short, runway 08 rated all times.
Let's check the flight radar. What we have next is Porter Airlines is inbound from Toronto with an Embraer 195. It should be here in a minute or so. So that's our next movement, our next arrival. Porter. Porter has several flights a day into Vancouver now. It's hard to believe they've been coming here for several years, actually. Several years. Been a while. In that time, we used to have a number of other airlines that have come and gone. Well, not a number. Lynx. Do you guys remember Lynx Air? Lynx Air, yeah, they went bust. And what about Flare? They have like vanished from Vancouver. They're kind of like a hermit crab. They pulled themselves into their shell and we don't see them anymore. Isn't that amazing, right? We used to see so many Flare flights in and out of Vancouver.
like maybe a year ago, a couple years ago. Lots of flare movements, but okay, we might get one flare or maybe two flare flights a day, but they're nothing like they were in the past. So they've changed their business model, I guess. I'm just watching for the Porter Airlines. When it gets a little bit closer, I'll point the camera over at it. Jeff and Mass says Helvetic Air was the first Embraer to arrive at London City besides the demo Airbus. It arrived and it departed yesterday. Hello, Gordon Ritchie. Welcome to the show, Gordon. I like London City Airport. It's a nice airport for plane spotting. You go around to the other side on the walkway there, on the promenade. It's just very civilized. You can sit, have a sandwich, and relax, and just watch the action. It's just fantastic. It's just, it's like this, right? You're looking from the north to the south, but that's okay. It's usually cloudy in London, so not a problem. And it's just such a peaceful place to be, London City Airport. Easy to get to from central London on the DLR. Here's our Embraer. Very nice. Not bad at all. Zoom in. I should point out that I uploaded a video yesterday called Las Vegas Air Show 1959. You might check it out. It's kind of interesting. For me, it's gone, maybe you'd consider viral. I think it's had 25,000 views in the last 24 hours, so pretty good. Pat on the back for HT. Yeah, check it out. It's Las Vegas Air Show 1959. You might find it interesting. I won't tell you too much more about it, but if you watch it, you'll find out what it's about. Porter is down nicely. Taxing very slowly on the Porter. They're not in a rush. Maybe the gate's not available for them yet, but they're definitely taking a leisurely stroll to their gate. And speaking of their gate, there's Air Canada taxiing out of the Horseshoe. Hello, Mixter A350. Yeah, I've never been to London City with steep crosswinds in effect. Would love to see that, mind you. It's always been pretty calm when I've been there. As I say, I do love the location because it's so civilized for plane spotting. Q400, nice rollout. trundling along to its location, to its gate. Thank you, Paula. Yeah, it was a fun video. And of course, the historical component of it as well, with those famous historical people that were there. Yeah, Vegas. Haven't been to Vegas in a very long time.
Order 305, contact Southbound 1217.
1217, border 305.
Okay, we got another aircraft on approach. It's a BizJet. It's a Challenger. And behind it, we've got United Airlines inbound from LAX. Okay, let's get the Challenger. BizJet. Right there. Zoom in. Made in Canada. Another made in Canada, right? Almost two back-to-back made in Canadas. Quite a nice looking BizJet. Very nice looking BizJet.
Okay, Mike 3, Mike hold short Juliet, that's what Houston.
So we got United Airlines inbound from LAX on approach. We'll bring the camera around momentarily for that. Let's go get it. Let's get United Airlines. Inbound. Nice. Very nice. Second, because the tripod is that's the problem, is I just bear with me. The tripod kind of adjusted itself. There we go. Wasn't one of the legs wasn't locked down on the tripod, so that's why it was sliding. So now I can finally get this locked on a bit better. I think that's probably better right there. Something like that. I keep on knocking it as well. Doesn't help matters. Okay. Better. Yeah, sometimes we have a little bit of tripod teething. Happens. Just par for the course. There's the CRJ. What's next? Okay, we've got some Q400 right now. Q400. Right there. I like the ocean in the background. You can see the way they kick it out from being crabbed because of the crosswind. see what's on approach. We've got a 37 Flare. Okay, it's Flare. I was talking about them being absent here at Vancouver, and finally they're here. It's in from Toronto. It's Flare 601. So nice to see. I'm happy to see Flare here because, as I say, I just have a sensation that they've been redeploying their assets elsewhere. So it's because we haven't seen them with the frequency that we've seen them in the past. So let's go get Flare. Let's go get Flare. There's Flare. Inbound from Toronto.
And then it's 85, your discretion.
Tower, Vancouver 2482, RNAV 8 left.
2482, Vancouver Tower, number 2, following a Q400, 4 miles final, clear to land, turn right 08 then.
Clear to land, 8 left, Delta 2482.
Canada 562, ground, turn right 08 right, altimeter.
Nice bleed off. Nice bleed off. Very nice bleed off.
Flare 601, exit Mike 3, stay with me, exit Mike 2, full transfer.
Mike 3, Mike 2,
Yeah. We used to see them several times on our shows. Several times. But now it's maybe just one or two. That's been the way. Their movements have been over the winter here at Vancouver anyhow. So maybe it'll change. Maybe in spring and into summer they'll increase their Vancouver frequencies. We'll see. We'll see. Welcome to the show, Dutchman. Dutchman always flies to Abbotsford.
Canada 562, ground, contact subground now 117.
We got another Q400 on approach, so I'm going to bring the camera around for our lander from Seattle. It's Air Canada Jazz from Seattle. Let's get ready to lock on. There we go. We got our radar lock on. Nice sync. Nice sync. And there she is. She alights nicely. Keeps the nose up a bit, bleeds off the airspeed. Reverse pitch. Spoilers up. Look at the wing spoilers. So our next arrival is from Minneapolis. Delta Airlines, A320, no, A220, another Canadian-built aircraft. Hip hip hooray! Another Canadian-built airplane, Airbus 220. Delta Airlines. A220. Bring on the Canadian flags, please. Built in Canada. Yes, indeed. Wow, isn't that nice? Isn't that nice? Stupendous. Oh yeah, look at the reverse thrust blow up. Yeah, loving the Canadian-built equipment. Yeah, it's our first A220 movement of the show. Of course, it's the Bombardier Canadair C Series. That's really what that is. Airbus purchased the business from Bombardier, rescued it actually from financial. I guess, yeah, it wasn't doing well financially. So the Quebec government wasn't going to bail out Canadair, so Airbus bought the program, and they've rebranded it as the A220. It's a very fine aircraft, very efficient airplane. Number of airlines are operating them: Baltic, Swiss, Air Canada, Delta. It's a neat-looking airplane. It kind of fits. It fits the gap between the A320 and the A321. Every seating configuration has a gap, right? Nice. So he's on his way to the gate. We got another aircraft on approach. I'm just going to check and see what it is. It's a Q400 inbound. No, it's a Pacific Coastal Beach 1900 actually. So behind that we got it looks like a CRJ. It is inbound from Yeg. Mr. Yeg. So neat stuff happening here. That's right, Jeff. Yeah, it competes with the Embraer pretty exactly. Yeah, Boeing doesn't really build an airplane this small these days, I don't think.
Jet 342, Vancouver Tower, number 2, following company RJ, 2 miles final, wind 080, 11, gusting 17, clear to land runway 08 left. Clear to land 8 left, number 2, Jet 342. Esco 744, tower, stay with me, taxi by a Mike, Juliet, full shortly now.
I don't think I've seen a Delta C Series A220 into Vancouver before. I think this is my first time seeing one of these, which means it's the first time we've had this aircraft on the show. So, excellent. We're seeing this together. That's really cool. Esther L, welcome to the show. Glad you've been working, and I'm glad you said hello. Nice to see you here, Lester. To the show, Esther L. I was going to call you Lester. My apologies. Yeah, stupid stuff. Okay, let's move the camera around. Jazz 7783 inbound from Yeg on short finals. Runway 08 left, YVR. Nice landing. Very nice landing, actually. So 1 hour from now, the Lufthansa will arrive. Hello, J-Ro Ruda. Welcome to the show, J-Ro. Thanks for coming to our show. Very nice to see you here. And Globeman, welcome to the show. Globeman says the A220 into Vancouver is new over the last few weeks. Say is very welcome here. Look at this, guys. Look at this. These guys are already taxing. Maybe this is a fuel stop. I don't know. Because it's heading out. It's heading to Toronto. Okay. So this is a fuel stop from Shanghai to Toronto. They do a fuel stop here because they're going. They didn't unload any cargo, so strictly a fuel stop. Maybe a crew change as well, of course. Nice. So yeah, fuel stop. China Southern. Really nice to have here on our show. Heading to YYZ. And from one cargo machine to another, guess who's on approach? Korean Airlines from Guadalajara, Mexico. Inbound. On approach, our usual cargo machine. The Delta came in from Minneapolis, Jeff. Okay, let's get our Korean 777-200 cargo machine. There it is. Yeah, from one cargo machine to another. Bring them on. That's what I say. Bring them on. Cargo birds are most welcome here in Vancouver. Tech stops or otherwise. A little bit of wing rock, which is totally okay.
7783, contact ground 1217.
There's the smackdown. Great wing wobble. Great wing wobble. Vapor. Yeah, that was a nice landing. Well done, Korean Airlines. Well done. I like the exaggerated wing wobble.
Taxi Victor, cross runway 13, Lima 6, Sky West 165 Echo. China Southern 485, monitor tower 187. Runway 1777, 485 exiting.
That was cool. Very cool. I liked it. Little things like that, wing wobble, spray, just kind of makes for interesting viewing. And here comes the frogs.
Good morning, Air Canada 306 Heavy Gate 48, looking for push and start.
That was very nice.
306 Heavy, ground push back 48, no discretion.
Pushing back 48, Air Canada 306.
Let's see what's on our radar. A couple inbounds. We've got a Q400 inbound from Terrace. Behind it, we have a Boeing WestJet inbound from Yeg. So a few bits and bobs coming.
Vancouver Tower, Westjet 165, cleared RNAV 008 approach.
Yeah, 165, Vancouver Tower number 2, following a Q400 a mile final, critical land runway 08 left.
Critical land 08 left, Westjet 165, I'm going to check for number 2.
That's him, number 2. But we got the Q400 first, so we might as well get the Q400, and we'll then also get the WestJet. So here's the dash. Nice sync rate. Interesting. Our, I don't know if you guys are experiencing any. I'll reset the sound wires here.
440,
Test, test, test. Sound check. Sound. I don't know. Okay, better now. Excellent. Yeah. Sometimes you just have to unplug the wires and re-put them back. So for whatever reason it happens. I'm glad we're good now. It's terrific. Hello, Blick Fang. Here's our Yeg arrival on the WestJet. Here's Yeg. That's it. Landing on the WestJet. And our Korean is making its way to the gate. It's not going to a gate, it's going to the hard stand. Oh, look who's rolling thunder. Southern. So they're going to do this same thing the China Southern did. It's going to do the loop around, and they're not going to unload cargo either. It's just an en route tech stop between Guadalajara and Seoul. It's going to park right there. It's going to do a 180. Nice to see. I mean, it's a daily event here. Well, with pretty much every Thursday it's here. I think it's a daily event. Or close to a daily event, the Korean cargo inbound from Guadalajara. Yes, we're wishing China Southern a safe flight to Toronto. What do you guys think of the new Korean Airlines color scheme? Just curious your thoughts. I'm not going to say anything myself until we'll see what you guys have to say. You guys can Google it if you haven't seen it. Just plug in Korean Airlines new color scheme and you'll be able to see it. Just came out in the last month or two, I believe. What do you guys think? Korean Airlines came out with this color scheme that you're looking at right here in 1982. So they've had it, what's that, 43 years. Hard to believe. Yikes. I graduated from high school in 1982. So, yeah, it's been a while.
Good land 8 left, 111.
Yeah, curious your thoughts on the Korean Airlines new colors. Either way, okay. Okay, the Pepsi reference, yes. So the Pepsi reference is definitely there in this color scheme for sure. Ronald likes the livery. I know a lot of folks might disagree. Well, I'll tell you my opinion on the new colors. I don't dislike it. It's a nice color scheme. My only commentary is that it reminds me of KLM actually. It's gray on the underside. It's got a very similar blue to KLM, and the wrap down on the nose is a very similar wrap down to KLM's livery as the blue wraps down onto the gray on the nose as well. So for me, it's a great color scheme. It's just very similar to KLM. So they've gone from Pepsi homage, if you will, to a KLM homage. That's my opinion. That's what I think. Hello, Katie. Welcome to the show, Katie. Paula says, looks smart, but I like the old one. Vankman says, I like it. I wish there was a pop of color. WestJet, inbound from Cowtown. Let's go get the WestJet. Inbound from Cowtown. Right there. Looking quite nice. Bit of wing rock and roll. Quick nose contact and nice rollout too. Really decent. Is that a 700? I think. Yeah, it's a 700. Baby Boeing. Hour and 20 minutes from Calgary to Vancouver. Not bad. Better than a kick in the backside. And our next arrival, it's a Flare. Oh, I'll be a monkey's uncle. It's Flare from Yeg. It's the Flare 825. Flare 825 from Edmonton International. They departed an hour and 28 minutes ago. So we're going to bring the camera around gently. I don't want to induce motion sickness on you guys. Don't want to be held responsible for that. So we're just going to zoom in onto our Flare. Inbound from Yeg. Spoilers pop up very quick to bleed off that airspeed. Very nice. Rapid bleed off of airspeed. Really nice, actually. Very calm landing. Focus, please. Better. That was a very nice landing on the Flare. Really nice. Flaps have been stowed. We got our next arrival on approach. It's a WestJet from Kelowna. It's a WestJet 516. We're going to slowly bring the camera around for that as well, because things are happening pretty quickly here. It's getting close. Bit of wind picked taxiway instead of rolling long. So that's good. That's pretty good. Our next arrival is looks like a Q400. It is. It's a bit far. It's a bit further out, a bit far out, but not as in groovy far out. It's just far out from where we are here. It's Q400. When it gets a little bit closer, I'll point the camera at it. It's coming in from Terrace, actually. Terrace.
Number 2, flying the dash, or just 3 miles ahead, clear line always right left. Clear line, 0 left. Check reverse chance 27.
Is it coming this way? Yeah, it looks like it's coming this way. WestJet. Hello, Katie. They don't call British Columbia for nothing. Bad weather. Yes, that's right. Because of the bad weather, we got the British moniker. Even hundreds of years ago, and who was it? Was it Cook? Whoever discovered this place. He'd been to Britain, so he knew that they had lousy weather in England. He'd also been to Colombia. Lots of vegetation. So he said, oh, this place has lots of vegetation. It's got lousy weather. We're going to call it British Columbia. He didn't call it Spanish Columbia. We've got nice weather in Spain. They could have called it Scottish Columbia. That would work. Welsh Columbia. Or how about Irish Columbia? That's a good one. I like Irish Columbia. Yeah, good stuff. Okay, Paula says, excited for JAL. Looking forward to JAL. Always liked JAL. It's a lovely airline. And JAL is going to be landing in 1 minute, if I dare say so. JAL is inbound in 1 minute. It's a Dreamliner from Narita. And they left Narita 8 hours and 21 minutes ago. Yes, JAL is a great airline. If you ever have a chance to fly on them, do fly on them. Their service is top-notch, very comfortable, and I'm always very much at home when I'm flying on JAL, or JAL, I should say. They call it JAL, not JAL. Mr. G. Kook. It's the red G. Mr. G. Kook. So JAL's getting close. JAL. It's a matter of habit. I have called the company JAL for the last 60 years, so. But in Japan, in the airports, when you hear the flight announcements, they call it JAL, not JAL. JAL is cleared to land. He called it JAL too, I think. Who knows? I thought I heard JAL, but we have to replay that back to see if the air traffic controller called him JAL or JAL. I think he called him JAL. Maybe he called him Japan Airlines. You guys are talking about Tegel Airport. Yes, we've been to Tegel Airport. It's a great airport. Tegel was a lovely airport for plane spotting. I loved Tegel Airport. It was wonderful.
Nice and easy bus access to central Berlin. Hello, I deny witness. A deny witness. But yes, you guys are talking about Tegel. The airport's still there. I guess they're going to convert it into a museum, just like what they did with Tempelhof Airport. Let's get JAL on approach here at YVR, Vancouver International Airport, inbound from Narita. Nice to see JAL. Yeah, they should have kept Tegel Airport and got rid of the others, in my opinion. Such a fabulous obs deck on that airport, too. The whole roof was an obs deck. Bit of wing rock on the JAL. You know what? I think I'm just going to continue to call it JAL. Wing rock. Nice sink rate. Smooth landing. Welcome to Vancouver. They did it. They arrived in Vancouver nicely. They rolled long. We're not going to be able to make that earlier taxiway with a wide body. And the frogs are enjoying the show as well. I'm hearing them giving their signs of approval.
Japan Air 18 Heavy Tower, status frequency taxi Mike Tango to the apron. Tango to the apron, Japan Air 18.
They call themselves Japan Air on the radio, both the tower and the flight deck. Japan Air. So, that answered that question for us. Japan Air. Not JAL, not JAL, Japan Air. It's the proper radio communication for that company. Got it. Dash 8. Followed by a Boeing. No, it's not. It's an Embraer from Seattle. Embraer from Seattle is number 2. Let's get the Q400. We'll get the Q400. Battery's at 24%, so I am watching the battery. I'm watching it like a fiend. Good sink rate. And reverse pitch. There's the reverse pitch. I smell some burnt kerosene. Lucky me. I like the burnt kerosene smell. It's just perfume to the nose. Hello, Darren Vox. Stusu Lee, good to see you. Stusu says, do I stream in the evening? In the summer times, maybe we can do a live show as a pop-up in the summer. But yeah, that would be summertime only. Summertime only on a pop-up basis. Our streams are pretty much every Thursday at 9 a.m. Pacific time. Today we started an hour late because of the rain showers. We
we had to wait for them to end, so we started our show an hour late. But yeah, for evening shows, sometimes on the long summer nights where we have nice arrivals and good weather, we can do a pop-up show. So stay tuned for that. JAL is taxiing majestically to their gate.
Taxi Lima across runway 13.
Japan Air.
Lima cross 13, Lima 6.
They're pulling into the gate right there. What is that? 71. Looks like they're going in at 71.
Canada 7 heavy ground, pushback, your discretion.
Your discretion, Air Canada 7.
Yeah, good action. Good action. Not bad.
Altitude 5 ground, we cross runway 31.
Alaska. In from SeaTac. The battery's at 19%, so pretty soon I think we're going to call in a battery change, I should say. Yeah, let me just get my battery ready to do the change because we do have a little bit of a lull for a minute or so. So let's do the battery change right now so we can do it on a controlled basis without having it collapse, and then I go into rapid mode. So let's do this. Battery change, guys. We're going to do a battery change. I'll do a countdown. Are you ready? Let's do it. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to do a battery change right now. I'll be back momentarily. We don't lose the stream. We don't lose our audio. Our cables are in nice and tight, so I think we're good. Can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure that the audio is still strong. Can you guys hear me? I hope you guys can still hear me nicely. Let's see. Can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Yes, audio okay. Thank you, everybody, for that. Terrific. 5x5, we're good. Thank you. Loud and clear. Terrific. Okay. Glad we got that done because we missed nothing, and I just didn't want to go into a lower battery percentage, and then we have to change it very, very quickly in a panic. So anyhow, our next aircraft on approach, and it's just about a minute away, or a couple minutes away. It's from Calgary. It's an A320. It's Air Canada Flight 209. They departed Calgary 1 hour and 7 minutes ago. So we'll give it a little bit of time to get close to us. In the meantime, we'll just put our camera here at the this aircraft that's being prepped for flight. And
good afternoon, wind 080 and 10, third line away 08 left.
Audio is heard from here in Boston. Terrific. Thank you, Jeff. Appreciate that. You're welcome, Bob. My great pleasure. Nice seeing you. We'll look forward to seeing you next time, and I'm glad you were able to hang out with us. Yeah, Darren, I'm doing well. Darren Vox, thanks for asking. I'm really comfortable. The weather in Vancouver is really pleasant. It's got to be 12, 11 degrees. The sun's out. I can feel the warmth, on my face and hands. So it's nice to feel the warmth of the sun. I've missed that. And I'm layered up, so I'm absolutely comfortable. And just doing well, right? Doing well. I can see the landing lights in the distance now on our Air Canada 209 inbound from Calgary. So I'll let it get a little bit closer, then we'll point the camera at it. And behind that aircraft, we've got a United Airlines 737-800, MAX 8 they call it, inbound from International Airport Houston, IAH. Not
hobby. From yeah, there's two airports in Houston, Hobby and IAH, which is the International Airport. So yes, this is inbound from Houston International. They departed 4 hours and 6 minutes ago. But first of all, let's get our A320 Air Canada. Let's get that in. There it is. That's United. He just confirmed that he's number 2 after this guy. Nice landing on the Air Canada.
Delta 209 Tower, status frequency, taxi, Mike, Julia, Charlie to the apron.
And my tripod seems to be
Mike, Julia, Charlie to the apron, Air Canada 209.
I'm gonna have to have my tripod serviced because one of the legs is it's releasing itself even though the quip is in, so I'll have to have that checked. I'll have to take that to the camera store, and that's why we're going out of kilter, because the one of the legs is just the when you pinch it and lock it in place, it slowly releases itself during the course of the filming. So that's why for whatever reason it does that. So I'm gonna have to have that checked. Maybe this has to be tightened, I'm not sure, but we'll see. We'll get it sorted, whatever. Anyhow, we've got United Airlines 245. It's our next flight that'll be arriving here in just a second, and it is coming in from Houston Airport. They departed 4 hours and 8 minutes ago. As soon as the landing lights are a little bit closer, we'll point the camera at it. And Carveneer says we have Cathay Pacific in 24 minutes. Excellent. And Venkman, thank you Venkman, Lufthansa is going to be in 30 minutes from now, so that's good news. So that's awesome. Happy to hear that. So let's go get our United Airlines. Right there, from Houston. See if we get some wing wobble. Always nice to have wing wobble. There's the sink rate. Nice. Spoilers looking good. Quite a nice landing on the United. 37313, the Reggie. That was really cool.
United 245 Tower, stay this frequency for Mike 3, just right turn there, Sierra to the apron to 76. Air Canada 7 heavy ground, runways right, right altimeter 2963, taxi, Bravo, Kilo, Victor, Ultra Hotel. Okay, 2963, Juliet, Kilo, Victor, for no apron. Air Canada 7 corrected, hold short of Hotel on Victor. And hold short of Hotel on Victor, Canada 7.
see landing lights now. I've got the landing lights visible. So we've got an American Airlines 737 inbound from Dallas Fort Worth. And just like Houston, Dallas has 2 airports as well. They're lucky in Texas, right? Their cities have each city gets 2 airports. Lucky devils. Dallas has Love Field, and they also have Fort Worth, DFW. So yeah, lucky devils get 2 airports to spot at. But mind you, LA has several airports as well, as does London, as does Toronto.
Jet 1726 ground, United off your left, push off 78, be outbound shortly, push back to your discretion. Push back our discretion, reference United, push it, Air Canada 7, ground, contact the other ground, 1217. American 1415, tower, stay on this frequency, taxi Mike Tango to the apron, and then once you're on the apron, suggest the bypass line to the left, that's the dashed line, and await your gate to open up there. Alright, Mike 1415, stay with your Mike Tango, 79, and search for the bypass line.
Not too shabby, actually. Not too shabby at all on that. Our next lander is going to be from Toronto. It's Air Canada 107, A321. In a few minutes. So what's going on? Oh, okay. This United Airlines is about ready to taxi the A320. So, hello, Anil Baki Durmush. Merhaba, hoş geldiniz. Nice to see you here, Anil. Always nice to see you here. Yes, hoş geldiniz, which is Turkish for welcome. Nice to see you here. Hope you're doing well. So this aircraft's still a little bit off in the distance, this 107 from Toronto. So I'm just gonna wait a second. I'll just chill for a minute here. And
good afternoon. Continue bound along the shoreline. Stay north runway 0 left for now. Traffic corrector 2 o'clock, 4 miles, converging at A321, just leaving 1,600.
yeah, that's our aircraft. We've got a Korean Airlines. They'll be in 6 minutes. I hope that's okay for you guys.
Runway 08, right altimeter 2963, taxi Tango, Mike, Victor, hold short of hotel. Alright, Tango, Mike, Victor, short of hotel for 8 right, is 1528.
Well, we're just kind of not sure where to point our camera. The landing lights are still far away on our Air Canada 107. I'm going to give it just another minute or so, hoping that United is taxing. Good stuff. Great.
Yankee visual with traffic. Sierra Yankee Roger, right here, flight to pass above behind that A321, caution possible turbulence. Southbound down the shoreline and stay north of runway 08 right. Hotel Yankee, look behind the traffic, along the shoreline to stay clear of this minute of 08 right.
Okay, I think we can move our camera around now for the Air Canada inbound from Toronto. It's now pretty close. There it is.
So Yankee contact tower now 1087.
That's it.
This is the Air Canada 107.
It's a 321. Stretched Airbus. Yeah, nice.
Next. From Korea.
Yeah, so we've got our Korean Airlines flight 71 in from Incheon Airport, Seoul. Going to be our next arrival. It's him. That's him. As soon as I see him getting a bit closer, I will point the camera around that way. Look at that, a Cessna float plane in the background there. And always nice to see the float planes. I like them. And oh, sorry about that, guys. My bad. My bad. I'm just scouring the horizon. Okay, I was going to say I'm scouring the horizon looking for landing lights, and then boom, I saw the landing light. So we're just going to give it a second or two, a few seconds here, and then we'll point the camera over at our Korean 787-10. It's a stretch 787. They departed Seoul, brother, 9 hours and 42 minutes ago. So I think we can move the camera around right now to start the proceedings. That's it. Yeah, 9.5 hours from Seoul to Vancouver. Pretty good. Not bad. Of course, this is an old colors Korean Airlines. It'd be nice to get new colors on the show one of these days. I guess we have to be lucky because there's probably not too many of them around. Ground effect, a little bit of ground effect there. Yeah, nice. Nice smoke on the tires. That was a good landing. Every time a heavy airplane lands, the frogs start chirping in approval. Can you hear that? It's unbelievable. They don't chirp for narrow body airplanes, only heavies. They're loving it. Loving it. Yeah. So it's the frog chorus. Yes, wow, nice stuff. Yeah, retard. That's right. We got a WestJet inbound from Calgary. watching for this WestJet in from Calgary. As soon as I see the landing lights, we'll pounce on it. It's flight 113. Okay, I see the landing lights. It's a bit far. It's about another minute or so before I bring the camera around, maybe less. Yeah, the frogs love their wide bodies. Definitely. Okay, I think we can bring our camera over to the WestJet inbound from Calgary. Mile final, that's it. That's about right. Ground effect. Nice ground effect there. Yeah, that's a long landing on him for sure. He's going to roll. He'll roll. Taxiway there, but yeah, very noticeable ground effect there on the flare. He was just he probably chewed up a couple 100 feet on that ground effect. I think you guys noticed that as well. Yeah, the frogs are here. I'd like to have frogs at the house, I agree. Frogs in the garden, frogs in the house, or at the house. They're very cute animals. They're very docile. They eat flies and mosquitoes, so they're very welcome. I remember when we were in Thailand, in Bangkok, there was at the breakfast buffet, there's huge frog right on the ground, and everybody had to step around it. And it was just looking fantastic. It was a huge tropical frog. And I don't know, maybe they mean something, right? Good luck, maybe? Time to go and buy a lottery ticket? I don't know. They have there's a luck thing with them of something. Always like frogs. Oh, look at, actually, Korean is on their way to the gate there. Pulling into, what gate are they at? 71. 71. Yeah, so they're arriving at gate. Very nice. Very decent arrival. Yeah, frogs in the house? No. Yeah, voice typo. I call that a voice typo. Frogs in the house. Only if you have an excessive mosquito and fly problem, then you could introduce frogs to the house. Interesting approach. Lander. American Embraer. This guy snuck in. Yeah, good traffic actually. We've been blessed with a non-stop show, non-stop movements, so no complaints at all. Not from my side anyhow. I'm pretty pleased with the amount of traffic that we've had, because it has been pretty much without let-up since we started the show. So yeah, 0 complaints. Frogs in the house. I like that. Baby Boeing. There he is. He's going to make the turn. Do a 90. There he goes. Okay, let's check our flight radar, guys. See what's... Okay, we got another heavy. Look at that. 2 heavies are going to pass very close to each other right now. We've got our Cathay Pacific, and right behind it, literally, Air Canada, Vancouver, Hong Kong is passing what appears to be, well, obviously they're at different altitudes, but very, very close to the airplane there. You can see that. Yeah, it was interesting. So yeah, Vancouver, Hong Kong, heading to Hong Kong. And our Cathay Flight 838 is going to be setting up here very shortly onto an approach. They're showing a 4-minute arrival, so we're going to watch it on the radar. That's going to be our next arrival. By the way, they departed Hong Kong 11 hours and 34 minutes ago. Quite a long flight, Vancouver, Hong Kong. 11 hours, Hong Kong, Vancouver, I should say. 11 hours and 34 minutes. It's a 777-300 ER. They're coming through 3,000 feet right now, actually, according to the flight radar. And Carveneer, thank you, Carveneer. Heads up, our Lufthansa 747 Queen of the Skies will be greasing it down here in 8 minutes. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Lovely. And Blake Fang bought a lottery ticket and a raffle ticket. Good luck. Good luck, Blake. We're wishing you a good one. Oh, yes. Thank you, One Av Geek Girl. I forgot to mention it, but on Sunday, you have to Google it to make sure, but we believe it is on Sunday that Cathay Pacific will do a special flight over Hong Kong Harbor and around Kai Tak for a special nostalgic look back as the airport has now been transformed into a sports area, and they're doing a special flight for this. So check it out, Google it. If you happen to live in Hong Kong, it would be something to film and see for sure. So yes, special flight, Cathay Pacific over Hong Kong Kai Tak coming up this Sunday. Joseph, I'm doing well. Thank you so very much. Welcome to the show. Joseph, nice to see you here.
Cathay 838 Heavy Vancouver Tower. Good afternoon. Clear to land runway 08 left.
Go on 08 left, Cathay 838.
Cathay, cleared to land. That's the read back. I'm waiting for landing lights, guys, and as soon as I see the landing lights on the Cathay, I'm going to bring the camera around. And as I say, I'm looking forward to the Lufthansa 747 Heavy Metal. That's going to be nice. That is going to be nice. Yeah, so the Lufthansa's back for the, I guess between now and November, they'll have the 747 on the Vancouver run. You know what would be neat? I haven't actually seen a 747-800 of Lufthansa. Actually, I tell a lie. I saw a Lufthansa 747-800 in Frankfurt. I haven't seen one here in Vancouver. That would be neat. So I wonder if they would sub a 400, sub an 800 for the 400. That would be nice. That would be nice. Yes, Joseph, it is great weather today here in Vancouver. We are so lucky. It is nice. It's not rainy. We've got the sun out. So we are very, very grateful for that. And we've got a lot of aviation enthusiasts that have shown up here for Lufthansa. I'm just going to show you. Look at all the people that have shown myself, but now we've got an audience. We have an audience here of dedicated aviation spotters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people. 7, including myself, to witness Lufthansa. Yes, we've got the Lufthansa heavy metal will be coming in. They should name the airplane Lemmy. Yes. Yes. The city of Motorhead. That would be a good idea. We should have an airline that names its aircraft after heavy metal bands. Yeah. Where is our Cathay? Oh yeah, right there. That's it. Cathay is right there. Okay, we got a focus problem, so I have to zoom in and back. There we go. We got it now. This is Cathay Pacific. Inbound from Hong Kong. Not Kai Tak Airport. I wish it was. They've been in the air over 11 and a half hours. Very dedicated passengers. From Hong Kong to Vancouver. Nice. Oh yeah. What a nice landing on this aircraft. Cathay Pacific Flight 838 has arrived here at Vancouver International Airport. Taxiing long, as per standard operating procedure. They can't make the early taxiway there. They've been in the air for 11 hours and 40 minutes. Very dedicated passengers doing the long haul, Hong Kong to Vancouver. That's Lufthansa on the radios, 747-400. About to make an appearance here as well. Can't wait for that. Lovely stuff. And we got Air Canada pushing off the gate. Lots of action here. The action is building. Where's this Air Canada Heavy going to? Oh, Lufthansa on approach. 4-engine giant. Far off in the distance. 492. They'll be down in 2 minutes. I can see them right now. I see landing lights, folks. I see landing lights. As soon as it gets a little bit closer, we're going to zoom in and pounce on it like a fiend. This is Narita right here, Vancouver to Narita. It's Air Canada Flight 3, 777-300. Disconnecting. Lucky Devils heading to Japan. Oh, we got a United right here, taxiing out. Fabulous action. And we've got the Lufthansa, the Beast, on approach, 747-400. It is going to be a wonderful landing on the Lufthansa. Yeah, Lufthansa 492. I'm bringing the cameras around, folks. Lufthansa is now setting up on approach. 492 from Frankfurt. It's a 747-400. Let's see if I can get our radar lock on. We've got a lot of enthusiasts camped out up here, hoping to soak up the action. 747, monster of the skies. There she is. Wow, look at the profile on that aircraft. 4 engines. It's a lean, mean, 1 million pound machine. Look at this. Looking absolutely fantastic. 08 approach. We're on 08 left arrivals here at YVR today. Wonder if we're going to get any wing rock and roll. Always nice with rock and roll. Oh yeah, look at that. Stunning stuff. Beauty. Beautiful. She's down nicely. Zoom in on that gear assembly and the flaps. Stupendous. So majestic, looks so easy. That was absolutely magnificent on the Lufthansa. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't get better than that here at YVR. So nice to see the Lufthansa 47 metal beast back in the house. So busy at YVR today. Great day to be doing the live stream. You're watching Henry Tenby, Vancouver live stream, Vancouver Airport, the JetFlix channel. And we have the most magnificent airport movement of Canada today, I would say, right here in front of us. It's the Lufthansa. Classic airliner, 4-engine monster. Worth flying on this aircraft for sure. Isn't that a nice? Look at the profile on that. Isn't it nice? It's magnificent. Hope you guys are enjoying the show. I'm loving it myself. Venkman went full screen. Yeah, rare as hell rain, I agree. So nice to see this. We're holding, I guess yeah, the reason why the Lufthansa is holding is because we need Air Canada Narita to disconnect. So once Air Canada's Narita service has disconnected, Lufthansa then make their way. So just to avoid ramp congestion, they're going to stay where they're sitting right now. So yeah, we just got to get this Air Canada disconnected. Nice stuff. Loving it. Loving it, guys. So nice. Aiden, I agree. Just as exciting as when you first saw the 747. Yeah, the 747 is, it evokes a sense of greatness in aviation. Lufthansa is just sitting there right now until we can get the ramp cleared. Saab landed. Okay, they're just about ready to get the Narita on its way. Starting engines now on the 777 right now. They're starting engines. Carveneer says Air New Zealand is in 30 minutes. They're doing their best, guys. They are doing their best. Battery's at 43%, guys, so we're doing okay, thank goodness. Okay. Hang on a second. Just gonna give us a second here, guys. Rain says, do you remember YVR and British Airways 747s at YVR? Yes, I do. I've got videos of them. Absolutely. Absolutely. There we go. Okay, so Air Canada is slowly starting to taxi. Slowly going. This is the Air Canada Narita flight that's now taxiing. Our battery's at 41%. So, now that the Air Canada triple has vacated the ramp, Lufthansa, Lufthansa can now start taxiing because the ramp congestion has been cleared. And I'm going to hold the camera on the 747 now that it is taxiing. See what gate he's going to go to. New colors, of course, on the Lufthansa. Keeping my eyes on the camera here right now. I'll come back to the chat once the Lufthansa is parked and I'll get caught up with that. As I say, guys, I'm just focusing on the 747 right now.
Venkman gifted 1 JetFlix membership, Noise Bloom. Congratulations for picking that up. Thank you very much, Venkman, for that support. All the donations very much appreciated.
The 2483 charter plan. I keep straight ahead and Juliet Alpha Juliet, Metro Lima.
Yes, hope the BA A380 can come back to Vancouver.
Jet 7745, taxi on Mike, Juliet, Metro Lima, give way to the Delta on the Appraisal Trail.
And look what's taxing out now. Wow, first of all, it was fantastic, 747. Really enjoyed that. Long may it continue. And look what we've got taxing out. A220 is taxing out. That's the built in Canada, A220. Really busy. We've had a super busy show here. Very grateful for that. It's been non-stop action, actually. It's been absolutely chock-a-block. It's been really, really good. So we've got a lander, actually. It's a Air North. Air North. Our first Air North arrival of the day. Let's get it. No, sorry, Flare. That was Air North. Air North is next. Air North is next, so I see the landing lights on the Air North. Just watch the disconnect here on or I should say the ground handling receiving of the 747. Air North will be in just a second. It's from Kelowna. It's a 737-400. It departed Kelowna 35 minutes ago. I'm going to point the camera at it right now, because things are happening so quick right now, actually. Here's the Air North. No winglets on this airplane, so old school Boeing. It's an old school Boeing. It's quite a nice landing. Amazing, the action. Really incredible action today. Sometimes you get one of these days, right? Just so nice when it happens. Always turning on a dime. Turning on a dime. Nice stuff. I'd like to take that flight from Kelowna to here on the Air North 37. That would be a fun flight to do. 35 minutes. We know that it happens on a Thursday. I'm sorry I haven't been in the chat, guys, because it's been so darn busy here, which is amazing, and I apologize for that. Taxi around to the other side. They park on the south side of the airport terminal building.
Canada 3, ground forward.
Unbelievable action. So nice for us here in Vancouver to get this. So, let's have a look here. I'm sorry, I'm just coming back to the chat now. Thank you, Matt, for the heads up on the north. Lady Di, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. You have a good evening. Thank you so much for being here to hang out with us. Battery check, Matt. We're at 31%, Matt. Thank you for asking. Appreciate that. Let's see. Brooke McDonough, welcome to the show. Glad you're enjoying the videos on the channel. Having a great afternoon here out at the airfield. Thank you so much, Brooke. Appreciate that. And I know, Paula, you asked about the mountains. We still have some snow. We've got cloud on the mountaintops. I'll give a view here of the mountains in just a second. Right now we do have a United Airlines inbound from San Francisco. So I'll try to get a mountain view in after this arrival. There we go. Inbound from Frisco. There's the flare. Nice landing, actually. So much happening on this field right now. It's just planes taxiing everywhere. CRJ in a bit. Okay, turn the radio off for just a second. What I'll do is I'll quickly show the mountains just to give you guys an idea. Cloud up against the mountains. I don't know if you can see that. We do have some snow up in the mountains right now. And yeah, mostly shrouded in cloud. Trying to... Yeah, you can see the situation. Happening easily. Gives an idea. There's a lot of cloud buildup against the mountains right now. There's Cypress Bowl right there. So that just gives you an idea. It's clear where I'm at here in Richmond, but we still have a fair bit of cloud buildup over the city and onto the North Shore Mountains. So if I can zoom in. Something like that. There's a float plane there. Can you see it? There's an airplane flying right there. Can't identify it, but there is an airplane flying there. Center frame. We can't get the ident on it. No, we can't get the ident. So let's bring the camera around. And I'm just going to check flight radar here to see what else we've got happening. Just scouring the flight radar. We do have a... Let's have a look here. From Edmonton, we got an inbound in 2 minutes. So the peak action, we've experienced the peak action, I would say. I'm just checking everything here. Just having a look further at the flight radar. Yes, I know about Air New Zealand. It's still in a bit of time for that. My remote control has stopped working, and that caused the camera to turn off. So I'm just going to probably end the show here. I think it's best if I do that. Yeah, my remote, I only used it for 2 shows, but it has stopped working, so that's what caused the dropout there. Anyhow, I want to thank everybody for being here. We've had a pretty good show. I don't want to push our luck. It's been good. Thanks for being here. Obviously, the next week will be rain, unfortunately, but we're going to see if we can do our show this time next week as well. We'll play it by ear. We'll keep our fingers crossed that we can do our regular Thursday show next week. I hope we can. And in the meantime, I'll get myself another remote. Thank you so much for watching this show. Those of you that made the donations, I do appreciate it. And those of you that were here, engaging in the chat, thank you so much. Thanks for hanging out with us, enjoying the show together. And we'll look forward to seeing everybody, hopefully, fingers crossed, next week. All the best, everybody. Wishing you all the best. Take care. Bye-bye.